Hello and welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Hammers are starting to fly once again in the city of Lake Elsinore, and the mayor there says that is good news because that could be the foundation of a strong growth in the city. The mayor's here, Bob Magee.
Thank you.
Welcome. So a lot of new homes being built in the area. Are these some that were on hold when the economic downtime hit and now they're recovering?
Like many cities in Riverside County, we saw a significant slowdown as the recession hit our area, but we never completely stopped building or growing. And what we've seen now in the last 2 years is a resurgence, kind of getting back to where we were before. In fact, Lake Elsinore is the fastest growing city in all of Riverside County and the third fastest growing city in the state. And we are seeing an increase not just in home starts, because that's the first thing, but we're also seeing commercial and industrial activity as well. And that means more jobs and a stronger, healthy, balanced economy for our town. So it's really an exciting time for us.
It's all interconnected, isn't it? As we saw how important the housing market is to all of our economy.
Absolutely. And the start of the new housing spurt, as we'll call it, leads other indicators and gets people's attention, and you start to see it just feed on itself. So we're really excited.
It goes out. You see it in small ways and in big ways. You see it in the opening of some new restaurants and things like that.
We do have some new restaurants. We've also seen a lot of facelifts on older buildings in our town and older commercial centers that are now revitalized. And you get all the way down to the microeconomy where perhaps there's one more waitress working during a lunch shift. That means something to that family.
Well, it means also one more person getting their nails done again. Things as simple as that, it really does branch out exponentially.
Absolutely. From the smallest retail store to the new Sears that opened up in our town. We're excited about all of the growth that we see.
Well, and to support some of that growth in the new houses, you also have new fire stations. A lot of cities don't see them go up fourfold. You have 4 now where there once was 1.
Yes. The City Council made public safety our #1 priority. And over the last decade, we've built 3 new fire stations, opening the last one just this summer. And so our commitment now to our residents is to bring down the response time. And now residents throughout the entire valley can see a response to their call for help within about 4 minutes.
A big bragging point for the city of Lake Elsinore, the 45th anniversary of the Grand Prix.
Yes, it's a milestone moment. 1968 was the first year that we saw motorcycles racing through our town, and this year marks the 45th anniversary of that prestigious event, and it also marks the 40th year since Honda named a motorcycle after our city. So it's a very proud time for us, and I want to invite everybody to come down to Diamond Stadium where we have the pits and the start-finish line, November 9th and 10th. Be there and have a great time.
You know, what does the Grand Prix mean to Lake Elsinore?
Grand Prix would be our signature moment. It was featured in the movie On Any Sunday with Malcolm Smith and Steve McQueen. We continue to name the race, the big race on the second day, the Harvey Mushman 100, named after the alias that Steve McQueen rode in back in 1971. So it is part of our legacy and our extreme sports, and we're branding ourselves now as the action sports capital of the world, and motocross racing is just one of the many things that you can do in our town.
Yeah, it gives the city an identity and brings in a lot of tourist dollars too.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty good stuff. Robert Magee, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us. I'm Leslie Leyton.